Welcome back to Adventures with the Retired Guy. Today is July 17th, commonly known as Boat Night in Port Huron, Michigan. Now, Boat Night is the night before the Port Huron to Mackinac Race starts. And what we're going to do today is take a look at all the sailboats in the Black River that are signed up and ready to do this race. So let's take a look from a drone's view and see what Black River really looks like. At this point, we're out over the St. Clair River, looking towards the west up Black River. On the left side of the river is Desmond Marine, a large rack storage facility geared to power boating and maintenance and storage sailboats. On the right side of the river is Port Huron Yacht Club. There used to be a train bridge that crossed the Black River at its mouth. For years, it stood 100 feet or more in the air and was recently torn down and salvaged. If you're coming in by boat, you may have used that as your landmark, but beware, that landmark is now gone. We're just passing the clubhouse of the yacht club on the far right of the screen, and you can see there's quite a few sailboats that belong to the yacht club. The sailboats that are rafted 3 deep in the river are all transient boats that are here for the Mackinac Race. There's roughly 200 boats in the race this year. Now we're approaching Military Street Drawbridge. Military Street, or Huron Street, is the main street going through downtown Port Huron. We just don't call it Main Street here in Port Huron. All of these sailboats between Military Street Bridge and the next bridge, which is 7th Street, are also here transient for the Mackinac Race this weekend. None of those boats would be here on a normal weekday or weekend. There's a large tower at the top right corner of your screen. That is part of the McMorran complex. Half of that complex was sold to SC4, which is St. Clair County Community College, a few years back. And a lot of the area in the top right corner of the screen now is SC4. Along the riverbanks here, all the sailboats you see are here for the race. Typically, there are very few or no sailboats in this section of river. This is pretty much a powerboat area. The left side of the river in this area is pretty much private residences, condos, and privately owned wells. Those wells are actually condo wells. The next bridge that you see near the top of the screen is the 3rd drawbridge in the downtown Port Huron area, and that is 10th Street Bridge. We're just passing over the Municipal Marina office, and there's a gas dock right there. So that makes the second gas dock in town, the first one being at Desmond Marine. There's a 3rd gas dock farther up the river, but we won't be able to get the drone that far today. As the drone begins panning to the right, you're going to see a lot of the SC4 campus. That large parking area belongs to SC4, and it is filled up on a normal school day. Mackinac night, or Friday night before the race starts, is a huge party in Port Huron, and it's very well known. That parking lot at SC4 is your best chance of grabbing a parking spot if you come to Port Huron to join the festivities. If you come by boat, you probably won't be able to get off or find a dock. The river will be full. You might notice the haze in the air. That is not fog, it's actually smoke from the Canadian forest fires that we're dealing with this summer. At the top of your screen, you're seeing a larger river that Black River flows into. That's called the St. Clair River, and the buildings on the other side of that are in Sarnia, Ontario. Yes, that's Canada. As we move past SC4 and cross back over 7th Street heading east, you'll see a parking area and then a one-story building. Just beyond that parking area is the Zebra Bar and Bowling Alley. Well known in Port Huron, they serve some fantastic hamburgers. 2026 was a brutal year for the sailors. There was actually 203 yachts entered in the race, but only 193 actually participated. And out of that 193, we had some extreme weather, and 85 of those boats had to turn around and drop from the race based on the either equipment failure or concerns for crew safety. The Port Huron to Mackinac Yacht Race is the world's longest running freshwater yacht race. This was its 102nd year. Although all the boats start near Port Huron and finish on Mackinac Island, there are two main courses based on the boat size and speeds. The shore course is 204 nautical miles and basically follows the shore along the western side of Lake Huron all the way up across Saginaw Bay and to Mackinac Island. The long course, also known as the Cove Island course, follows a course that heads across Lake Huron up near Tobermory to the Cove Island Light, and they round that buoy and come to Mackinac across the top of Lake Huron. That course is 259 nautical miles. Naturally, the Cove Island course, being 259 nautical miles, is reserved for the larger and faster boats. As I mentioned earlier, this is the longest running freshwater yacht race. It's 102 years old. It started in 1925, and it has been run through several different crises, including World War II and the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2026, there was quite a problem with smoke that you can see on the horizon. Looks like fog in the video here. But it was a health concern and some pretty serious smoke from the Canadian wildfires that drastically reduced visibility to well under a mile at times. The second problem was the cold front that came in the evening of July 18th when they started, that made the waves as big as fall waves on Lake Huron. That was the primary reason 85 of our boats dropped out of the race due to equipment or crew safety concerns. Most of the race boats spend the night before the race in Black River, downtown Port Huron. Some do stay in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. But when they come out of their berth the morning of the race, they all have to make their way upstream through the St. Clair River and under the Blue Water Bridge that you see ahead of us now. Local law enforcement creates a temporary no-wake zone from Black River until you get out well into the bottom of Lake Huron. It makes it possible for the sailboats to make it under the bridge without too much trouble or risk of damaging any equipment. This section of river gets extremely rough if there's a stiff south wind or a lot of boat traffic. The current on the surface flowing through here may be up to 5 miles an hour. If you found this at all interesting, keep an eye out for my next video. On the next video, I'll take you through Black River in the early evening of Mackinac night and then out to the start in a boat to see how the boats take off for Mackinac. So if you found this video entertaining or enlightening, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing and it really helps me out with YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you too one day will get to see how the Mackinac race goes.